So, hello, welcome to another edition of.
Don't waste your time. This video may not be for you.
That's right. So, I have a very special guest, my frat brother Henry, who was a Tesla non believer, right? Something like
I
that.
guess you would say that.
So, he's retired from the Pentagon, and you met my wife. And
At the Pentagon.
At the Pentagon, who still works at the Pentagon. And she and you were working in the same office, essentially.
Right.
And somehow you found out I owned a Tesla.
Correct. She
Right.
told me.
She told you?
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't tell me that part. Okay. So what did she say? My husband got a Tesla.
No. She just was mentioning that.
Oh, my God.
We were mentioning about cars or something, and somehow someone in the office mentioned that she had a Tesla, and
She?
that your family,
Oh,
the family had a Tesla.
okay.
And so then she said, yeah, my husband owns a Tesla. So she
Okay.
confirmed that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So then y'all talked because I guess your daughter was telling you about these cars, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, this was back in 2016, right? When you bought your car.
Correct,
Yeah,
right.
because I bought my car in 2015.
Right.
So I referred a lot of people to Tesla, but you was one of the funnier ones that I can actually say that you was a funny referral. Because when you called me
Okay.
and you asked me, my favorite question, which I tell everybody, when are they going to work out the bugs with that Tesla?
Right.
Because you was concerned that, the software in the car
Well,
wasn't
right.
working?
That there might be some problems with the car, and therefore now I have this car that has these problems,
Right.
and I can't resolve these problems.
Right.
Didn't know at the time when you plug the car up, you're getting updates, so your car is just as current as the guy who just bought his car today.
That's correct. That's correct. So we made a date to meet. And since I live in Maryland, you live in Maryland,
Right.
we thought about meeting over at the military base, over at Andrews.
Andrews,
But
correct.
we didn't.
We did.
We met at some shady parking lot. I was just kidding. We met somewhere. It was off the
Beaten path.
beaten path.
Yes.
So I drove my car, and you had your BMW.
Right.
And the first thing I summoned the car, and I think that's what sold you when you
No,
saw the car.
no. No.
It was my charming personality.
No, actually, you basically showed me your car.
Yes.
And I thought, well, we'll probably be about a half hour. He'll show me his car, and
Yes.
we'll be done with this thing.
Yes.
2 hours later, the last thing you were showing me
Oh yeah, it was the summons.
was the summons.
Right,
You said, okay,
right.
so you've seen all the different things that it does, like put it on autopilot, and it goes across this,
And you drove it too.
drag it. I did.
Yeah, you drove it.
And it'll go down this
Predetermined
curved
path.
road
Mm-hmm.
all by itself, no hands. And I said, oh, that's pretty impressive. And then, of course, the music, you tell it to play a song, and it plays any song. And then that song, and then songs like that in that genre.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the last thing that really, sold me was you say, okay, let's walk across the parking lot here, and the car is going to come to me. And I said, well, I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, I'll play along with it.
Yes. Yes.
And so anyway, that happened.
Right.
The car came to us, and that was when I said, I got to get one
Right.
of those.
And you got one.
Thank you.
And
The first thing they ask me is how much you pay for the car, right? Do they ask you that? Maybe I should flip it back around.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So they ask, how much you pay for the car, or how fast does it go? What else do they ask you?
Can it drive itself?
Yeah.
How do you like it? How do you charge it?
Right.
Are charging stations readily available?
Right.
Those are common questions.
Yeah. So you travel from Maryland to Atlanta a lot to see your
Correct,
mom.
right.
So you're on the road a lot. So when I have my list of stuff, when people ask me how much I pay for it, it's not on the price. It's not on the list. I never tell anybody how much I pay for the car. Never, ever.
yeah.
My wife doesn't even know.
Yeah, and I tell them all the time.
You do?
I do.
Why?
Because they asked the question.
I did have a guy.
And I got a good deal, so so I tell them.
Ooh, you're fortunate.
Yeah.
For
no,
me,
I mean, I thought you said that though.
no. I never said that.
that I had a good deal.
Oh, you got a good deal. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You did get a good deal.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
But me, I just keep it real. I just tell people that I think I made my money back in my car because people who drive gas cars will continue to go get gas, will go continue to get oil changes
Yeah.
and maintenance
Yeah.
and emission tests and stuff like that. And then over a period of 3 to 4 years, we're about even. You know,
Without
It's
a doubt.
quite simple.
Easily.
Yeah. So one of the unveils that I showed Henry today is one thing that I'm most proud of. As you know, I can compete my car. Don't show it just quite yet. Just hold it under the camera frame. So when people ask me questions about my car, especially at a car show, I go into some details. Normally I have my sheet of paper that I show them, but now
Flip it back
I
to you.
think, no, we do it this way. I think, go ahead. Now you can hold it up. This is what I put in my frunk. So this is a list of all of the interesting facts about my car. The color, the how fast it goes, the top speed, and all of the, this is only a little bit of the aftermarket items. Henry can tell you that I have a ton of aftermarket items in the car. I think I'm the aftermarket king. So flip it around, Henry. So what I do is, just flip it around. It's Velcro to the back, you see? It's Velcro there. So, you know, if I want to, I can hang it on the wall, but I don't hang it on the wall. I keep it in a nice pillowcase. Now you can flip it around. And what I do is I Velcro that to the back of the front that shows my cool artwork as well. So I just want to give you a view of what Henry and I discussed with the hood liner and my awesome sign that Laura made for me. Now, again, this was a photography shoot that we did last year in November, and it was cold as I don't know what. So you see the Tesla logo down there with the puddle lights and all the information on Tesla. Oftentimes people ask me, you know, how much does it weigh? How fast does it go? How much did you pay for it? I paid $28,000 for this car. No, I'm just kidding. So, you know, a list of all aftermarket items. You can see the lighted rear T and the Nikola Tesla mural and the front door speakers and the tweeters that we will discuss, or I've already discussed. So it's just an informational card, informational sheet that is done. So a quick view and a quick list of things that people can stand here and read, and they take photos of my car all the time. I mean, a lot of people come up and ask me, can I take photos? You sure can. You can take as many photos as you want of the car. This is why I have it, you know, so people can enjoy, and also to let people know that yes, you can do aftermarket items in a Tesla. Okay, so I'd like to thank Henry for showing up at my house for another edition of Don't Waste Your Time. This video may not be for you. This is the aftermarket edition. One thing we have in common. One, we're both retired military.
Right.
Two, we're in the same fraternity.
Right.
Three, we drive a Tesla.
Sure.
And four, we don't drive our vehicles in any kind of what?
Inclement weather.
Inclement weather. So, see, we got rain down there. You know, it's really damp outside. Henry took car number 2. So, we don't drive our vehicles in bad weather. I don't.
No.
I know he doesn't.
No.
Because it's such a pain keeping your car clean anyway.
Yeah, it
So,
is. So bad weather, staying home.
see? And some people think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I keep it garage like you.
Yep.
And it has to be nice and sunny. Matter of fact, the street's a little too wet. It's not even raining now, but it's a little too wet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, because the mud and everything from the road will be in your tire weld, and so there's no reason for me to
None.
take it out there, and now I have to really do some
It's more-
serious cleaning,
Right.
and I don't like cleaning any more than I have to.
That's
so,
right. That's right.
So that's how I keep it clean.
All right. So thanks again for showing up, and we'll see you next time. Peace.